Ever heard of the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day? So that saying and this book here has inspired me a lot to change my habits and to effectively look at how to achieve progress, not perfection, but progress, and to develop myself as an entrepreneur and as a person and as an individual. I read this book last year, and for me, this is my book for the year 2022. I love reading books. I've read a lot of books. I have books here behind me, and I have several books at home. And this book has changed my routine, has changed my schedule, and has changed the way I look at how to improve myself. So today I'll be discussing 7 practical lessons that I have taken away. There are more than 7. I believe there's more than 15 lessons that you can take away from this book. But here are the 7 things that I have learned from this book that I am now implementing in my life as a person, as I try to achieve my goals and I try to achieve the person I want to be, using the tools, using a change in habit, using a change in lifestyle. One of the key takeaways that I'm practicing is this: tiny habits and mighty changes. Sometimes we want to improve ourselves and we try to drastically improve ourselves. When you say, I want to lose weight, we try to pressure ourselves, but it's not going to work effectively that way. One way this book has helped me is to look at progress as tiny changes. It's not something major that you need to do to change in your lifestyle to achieve what you want to achieve, but you start small and chunk it down to tiny steps. One of the habits that I have tried to implement since 2020 was to improve my health. And I never have gone to the gym before 2020, and I have not done any exercise. But since 2020, when I discovered I was pre-diabetic, is that I had to change my lifestyle. Before, I considered my work as my exercise, as my workout, but it's not enough. So I introduced a routine to my schedule, which is walking every morning. So first thing I did was try to walk 10 minutes daily, and then I slowly increased that to 20 minutes. And now every day I try to walk 30 minutes and try to complete 10,000 steps. The second takeaway is the cue reward loop that I have learned from this book. So what is cue reward loop? It's an easy habit, but I sometimes forget to schedule it, or sometimes I forget to do it, as I like reading. So I want to read, but sometimes work gets in the way. So what I did is to relate that habit to brushing my teeth and turning on my bed lamp. And I make sure that the book is beside my bed. So whenever I brush my teeth, wash my face, do my facial routine, after bed, I make sure I turn on the lamp, and that's the cue for me to lie down and read my book. Make sure you attach the habit that you want to do, like you want to read a book, or maybe you want to journal every day. Make sure to attach that habit, a loop, to another cue. For example, my walking routine in the morning, I attach it to after I drink my lemon water in the morning. That is the cue for me to go start walking outside. The third takeaway that I have learned from this book is the power of habit stacking. So what does habit stacking mean is when you attach a new habit to an existing habit. So that will make the new habit effective, and that will make you consistent on doing this new habit. Another example in the book that I also implement is for you to improve your posture. I want to improve my posture, so I attach this habit of improving my posture with checking emails. So what helps me is when I check my emails, I make sure that I have a good posture. This also helps me develop a good posture habit to make sure I sit straight. And this is also, now I have related this posture to have confidence. Now I have confidence replying to email whenever I sit straight. Whenever I sit straight and have a good posture, I feel confident and I feel that I'm professional, and I have more confidence when I sit up straight like this. So that's how I have stacked this habit of keeping my posture straight to replying to emails. Another takeaway from the book is make it obvious and invisible. So when I discovered I was pre-diabetic in 2020, I had to remove some sweets and make them invisible at home. Although it's hard because I have kids at home, but removing it for the first few months has helped me get rid of my bad habit of snacking on sweets. We used to have chocolate bowls on our dining table, and we used to have ice cream available in the freezer. So the first few months, I have removed these sweets from our house, and I have hid the chocolate in the drawers. So this has helped me get rid of my habit on snacking on sweets. So now I don't really crave for sweets anymore because I have now developed that habit, because I have first made it invisible. And another thing is, so I don't go to the gym a lot now because I do walking in the mornings with my dog. My husband has gifted me dumbbells. So I place it at some place where I can see it, where it's obvious. So then whenever I see it, I am reminded that I have to do my lifts every day. If you want to develop a habit, make sure to make it obvious. And if you want to get rid of a bad habit, make sure it's invisible. Another takeaway is mastering plateaus and the 2-minute rule. So again, this book stresses on making sure you do progress and starting with small steps that will improve you. So I love journaling. I have a watercolor journal. If you're starting and you want to start on that habit, start with just 2 minutes in a day. If it's a new habit for you, start with just 2 minutes. Start with 2 lines. Start with just writing what you did or you want to do. And if you want a gratitude journal, this is something that we've started. Make sure to just write 2 things that you're grateful for at the end of the night. And then you can start improving it by being consistent and writing things that you're grateful for. The 6th mindset that I embrace, and I'm very happy with this mindset, and it's very effective, is embrace the 1% mindset. Making yourself 1% better every day will help you become 337% better by end of the year. Something that I want to improve is speaking, being confident in communication and communicating effectively. I want to be a good speaker. That's why I started this video series as well, is for me to practice my communication skills. But every day I have to practice, do 1% better by doing short stories, by practicing talking to the mirror. I don't expect to be a great speaker overnight, but I have actually become a better speaker compared to the years before, when I cannot even look at myself in the camera. I cringe whenever I see myself in the camera. But now, because I have embraced this 1% better mindset, then I have now become a better speaker. Do you think so? My last and favorite takeaway from this book is celebrate progress, not perfection. So sometimes we have these expectations that we want to be perfect, but sometimes we should celebrate progress instead. So whenever I have a good habit, or whenever I have seen progress, even for my kids, even for myself, if my glucose levels, if I have eaten well during the week, then at the end of the week I have a cheat day and buy myself a matcha latte from Starbucks or bubble tea from Lati. No, this is not a paid promotion, but I just love their drinks. It's a cheat day for me. It's not good for my health, but at least I know to celebrate and pat myself on the back that I have done well this week. I celebrate myself with these things. That is my book for the year. And I hope, if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend that you do read it. I believe that for us to develop into better entrepreneurs, to develop better individuals, reading is a must. And if you're not a reader, like what my takeaways in this video said, that start small, maybe start with just 10 pages a day, or just start with 5 pages a day until you develop a good reading habit. Once again, if you like this video, hit the like button and to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.